think this is a good Slark game. I kind of like it. I don't think
they
have a lot of control for Slark.
There's no control for Slark apart from the stun from the Lina.
Yeah.
There's flash right. Tons of AoE damage.
Wow. That's a very ugly
And it is
draft.
Illidan the Shark.
But we're going to be all up in Leshrek's face so early that the Lightning Storm and the stuns will come out like once in a fight. They will run in and they will try to kill him off.
But that's when heroes like the Bane can come in, or the Earthshaker. They're just made in lane. They got so much control, and maybe that is the reason why the Bane is being picked up. Maybe not that great up against Phantom Lance, but great against the early aggression that LGD might want to be forcing. I'm with you. Like it seems like a really unusual draft, and if it pays off, brilliant. If it doesn't pay off, LGD will still be sitting there going, like, we gave them the track. Like, this isn't the greatest thing. I also love the fact that Xiaowei just managed to do what he just did. He slipped himself around the tree line, saw where Virtus.pro was standing, and then put an observer ward right behind them without revealing his position at all. So VP will have no idea how to counter that ward, or where it is to counter that ward early on. I remember one game standing actually in this room where I was also just as confused about the draft. But it's the game that shall not be named. But that's what I'm feeling right now. If LGD pull this off, it's going to be amazing. If they don't, then Virtus.pro will comfortably walk their way forward to victory in the third game.
It's definitely a sign of confidence.
The Sentry Ward battle is also happening on this top lane. They were trying to get rid of him for the moment. Wow, that middle lane. Got out to blink himself away to safety. Be very careful of the sidewall up on top. The Nightmare's keeping Darkseer away. Xiaowei. Man, I'm wondering if
the target he was trying to land on, I believe, was the Bounty Hunter. He has good base move speed, so it's not that.
Sorry, boss. Trouble after getting that lance. I'm just going to slow him down, but MMY not in range for his stun or his slave, so he'll be fine.
I mean, if Yao gets nightmared up right here, he could almost die from full health. That's what's really scary. I think he would manage. The thing you can do is, of course, you can.
Oh God, trouble. Xiaowei on the other side of him. He's still got Blink available, and Xiaowei taking down quickly. That attack missing up the hill. And FNG just needs a Nova, a Frostbite, or just something. He's not in range, and Xiaowei back into invis.
For this kind of matchup, wait a second. GD. They're going to find it out. There's another second.
Nightmare top lane. Yao could be in trouble. This might be the first blood with the stun and the brain sap and lightning. It will be. Virtus.pro get their combo off. And the Darkseer is the casualty of war. Still waiting for everything. Oh, what a time to put down a sentry ward. They'll get on Xiaowei from the tree line. They don't even need to use the stun just yet. He's moving out of range of the sentry, but they still kill him off in time. So Virtus.pro, another.
If this is what they were hoping for, they definitely drafted a losing game. 1-2. VP are looking for more.
Yep, they're coming up to maybe. They need maybe to move forward, however. If you can bring him in range at the Nova, then, yep, there's enough of a slow. They can follow with the Frostbite. God looking forward, keeps the vision up. They'll trigger the dust, so nowhere to hide here for maybe. And the Sonic Wave takes him out, dishing out some good damage to Sylar. And God, no blink. They need more space. FNG, Frostbite, 1 second. He'll keep Sylar back, but he cannot hold the illusions in play. All the attack coming in from the Lina. So you lose the Templar Assassin, but you claim to move around this map. Oh, Xiaowei. Feed grip.
He can move around freely until you get gripped. Then you can't.
It's not for golden experience. In fact, the experience is 100% on 0, while Illidan now being charged down with a Pulse Nova with Laguna Blade. They're able to find the kill on the track, and maybe even Lil with a Life Strike Array. In comes maybe huge amounts of damage working for him. And 2 quick kills here for LGD. In on the top lane, Illidan, he wants it. Like with the catapult, they might just use the fortification anyway to try and find this denial. They gotta time the attacks right, and yep, there goes your fortification. The catapult instead just one attack, and Illidan here, he's sticking around for this. And, well, no, doesn't attack at the right time. Actually canceled his animation at the last moment, allowing Sylar to complete his TP and get in, while Lil, he's in more trouble. Brain Sap's alive back that MMY stole. Not all of it, but the Fissure Block catching out too, while Illidan stunning on Yao. The Pulse Nova is going to go to work. The Darkseer throws down the wall. FNG's actually dying if he's not careful. You can't hold the inside of a wall until the Sonic Wave from God all over LGD, but not really, again, enough damage to find another pickoff. He'll have to blink himself away to safety. Tracked up at the moment, the Obs and Sentries are left behind, so they see maybe chasing an FNG. He needs more time to find mana before he can TP out. Now he's got that time and the TP. He'll get himself away to safety, and we'll get a 2-1 trade-off. Where Virtus.pro, they do get a slight advantage in it in both gold as well as experience. In case Xiaowei walks up the hill, He is actually out of invis right now on the fissure. Starting on MMY. God's going to jump in and ensure the kill. FNG, full duration channel? No. Obviously, not a real CM, but he'll need more help here. Where's the Fiend script? Actually, Nightmare over on the Crystal Maiden. It will not save her from Sylar's wrath. As they go further over on Lil, track will come now off cooldown. The fissure from Phobos, it keeps Xiaowei out. While God, now it goes on maybe. You can watch that tick. We've actually got level 1 on it. But they're getting through the damage, and God blinks himself away to safety. Illidan still in the neighborhood. Don't want to take any more of the risks.
Nova, Shiva's guard, everything. If PL is farmed enough.
Oh, Xiaowei, FNG, there's no mana for his ultimate, so we can't throw it down on Xiaowei, but he'll have help coming in from God with a Sonic Wave. They take out the LGD captain. There's a very defensive sentry wall being planted down by FNG.
Cost them a tower, though. Sylar will take the top tier.
What a room for Illidan to have. And the sentry ward. Xiaowei's about to walk in range of it. They'll see him straight away. And there's your Fiend's grip on a real target. It's going to be the bounty hunter and the follow-up fissure. It keeps Yao and MMY away. So Xiaowei will drop. And now MMY didn't realize Illidan was there. He came out of the invis room with the damage with the Echo Send blinking. They'll still pick up the Lestrak. But with the CM ulti, Sylar's trying to run himself away one way. While the Templar Assassin is just on a small little hunting spree of her own. Trying to chase down Phobos. He'd have to blink himself over the hillside. Courier's even dying as well. The Radiant lost their Courier. It only had a TP though.
Such a good play from Illidan not breaking the invis there. I think most other players in that situation just go for the quick kill on Bounty Hunter and get out of there knowing
they gotta get away though. Illidan and God is still here. Sonic Wave is available, and FNG being initiated on. They're going to back and back in at FNG. Only 2 hits from maybe. Now the Desolator is up with the 3 heroes locked in. Sonic Wave, God, let her out! And then she goes a double kill with a spill of the last bit of the wave. Phobos, they could blink into a Totem Stomp right now, but does not have Fissure or Echo Slam. The VP came here for objective-based gaming. They want that tier 2 tower. Aggressive TP coming in right now from Sylar. Looking over towards God. The stun from Illidan. Just a little bit of time, and the blink away from God has to happen. They got Pulse over back, and these illusions will not survive long once Illidan turns that on. So Sylar needs to throw out more. Maybe Blink Dagger. Another 7 seconds so he can catch up, and then just using the T8 traps to slow down this retreat of Lil as well as Illidan. And Lil, well, he's got the medallion. Helps him for the moment. And Virtus Pro, they'll back up. They don't. They did take the tier 2 tower. You got silences, you got controls through BKB, and you got a huge amount of area of effect damage coming out with a combination of both Illidan as well as God. But they're going to try and play this one. You got Xiaowei moving in from behind, trying to get the vision up with the early tracks. As the Fissure stunning maybe. He blinked forward to try and take out Phobos, and Xiaowei the TP out in time. He's able to do so. Barely, however. The tier 2 tower will still drop down, even if it is denied by the Phantom Lance. I think it's like 3 LGD towers that have been denied in just this game. Out of the 5 that we're find one right now. It's a 4-man smoke move. They just got a fresh Blink Dagger over from the Darkseer, and they will be fighting this Bane. Nightmare is going to slow it up, and the rest of Virtus Pro are coming in. They don't think they really want to, however. Maybe triggers the BKB. God, force-staffed away to safety. And yeah, Virtus Pro realize they want to pull back the tier 1 tower, and yeah, the Vac can't pull him into the wall, however, and with a Sonic Wave and the Edict damage, there's not enough damage until the stun hits from Lestrak. But Sylar going after the Crystal Maiden. She is a very easy hero to kill up, especially when maybe moves up with the stun from Phobos. Still with the Echo Send, looking for more stuns, maybe dying the Pulse Nova. He has to move further away, but Phobos up with the stun. Control is there, but they can't see him until one burst of the Pulse. Feeling out the Templar Assassin, and she'll go down the high ground. It's still a 3-for-2 trade-off, but you get the big hero of LGD, the Templar Assassin. But with the track gold, LGD gained 1,800 compared to the 300 that VP got from that one fight. Down to 3.5k, they need more time here, Virtus Pro. They don't really have it. The tracks begin, Lil's being exposed. They're sending in the PL illusions. Look at Phobos walking on the cliffside, waiting for that Echo Slam time. Sylar moves forward, the Bane's already down. CM, FNG on the hillside throwing out the ulti. But we still don't have anything really until that Sonic Wave connects on Xiaowei as well as MMY, but Illidan, he doesn't have a BKB, gonna get Laguna up in the air, trying to buy a little bit more space as it self-fuels into the Pulse Nova, and he actually ended up killing himself similarly on the wall. Maybe stunned up by Phobos, but it took so long for him to come in. LGD, they wipe 4 players of VP off. And God, there's nothing more he can do. They have to let him have Roshan. What a fight for LGD.
That's probably about...
VP denied them last time. Illidan's coming out a long way, and we actually get the Assault Cuirass. You'll set from bottom lane, looking for the perfect stun timing over on Silent, but he'll trigger the BKB. It's now down to 7 seconds, and Illidan just wants a TP out, but Xiaowe's there with a Shuriken toss. He'll stop the TP out. He has a Pulse Nova up. There's more support coming in from Virtus.pro, but Illidan's already dead. God will arrive, and he's walking into Xiaowei. We'll see him come out. There's an Invis rune and an Assault Cuirass, which is having its effect on LG.
It's the best opportunity they're going to have for the rest of the game.
Well, they got to keep God alive and figure out that opportunity. God's walking back into LGD. In fact, blinks into LGD. The Yule setter up from MMY with a follow-up stun. There's still a little life on him, but God cannot blink again. 80 Bloodstone charges on the track for the moment. There's now PL looking for the kills after Phobos. And Echo Slam needs to buy more space. Phobos just doesn't have it. Not when the Shuriken toss bounces up as well. Illidan, they'll chase him in deeper. LGD looking to come on a rampage. FNG, in fact, they even just lost the Courier of the Radiant side, but it does not matter. It was the Aghanim Scepter lost Lil. Has put himself into a nightmare, but the nightmare is what's happening inside of Virtus.pro's base. FNG, no ulti, the back will cancel. He held it for so long. VB are completely team wiped. And right now, with no buybacks on anyone but the Earthshaker, they will lose potentially 2 lanes of racks, if not more.
They don't even care about the backdoor protection. Whatever. Let's just go through it here. PL as well as the TA with Desolator are doing so much damage that they can actually pull this off. And I want to say Xiaowei in this game, he died a couple of times in the early game, but the amount of information he has been able to gather for them, the way he's been leading their movements in this game has been such a big part of this victory.
The Creep Wave just entered the base, and now you see just how much easier it is as the gold skyrockets. God, he's staring down LGD, but LGD will track. That's all the charge he's got, and you're going to lose FNG. The TA traps it down, maybe. Blink it, and go it. God's waiting for him, and Sylar comes up. FNG, quick work. Sonic Wave will be there with the back wall. Virtus.pro, they're getting fought outside their own base and dying. God's on the run, but Sylar just dashing himself down. And this could be the opening 80 seconds without the Queen of Pain. Atlas Shrek down. That's really over. They can just go down and take the GG push here. LGD, there's nothing left for Virtus.pro. They will be eliminated from the International 5. It's been a terrific run. The questions were there, could LGD pick themselves up after the stomping from C-Deck that they got? And the answer is yes, LGD looking